G'day, Bob here. I want to share with you a really good idea that I found that'll stop your bass drum from moving forward when you're playing. I don't know about you, but for me, on some kits as I'm playing, I'm halfway through a set, I start to see that the bass drum's just moving a little bit and I'm having to drag in and pull it in. However, recently we played a gig and the drum riser was very narrow in its depth. It was literally bass drum on one end of the riser and my stool and maybe an inch left behind the stool, lucky because otherwise I might have fallen off, on the other end of the riser. Played the whole show through, the bass drum didn't move once. Now I knew this kit because we had it on hire for the two previous shows of two previous nights, and it did move a bit on those two previous nights. So it made me think, well, what is it about this night that's different? Other than I had a different riser. So I had a look at the front of the bass drum to see, what sort of spurs they might have had on it. Well, no spurs. What they had was they had a piece of wood that was wrapped in a piece of carpet that was wedged against the bass drum. Carpet was rolled out. My stool's on the top of it. Guess what? My weight, bass drum wasn't going anywhere. I was anchoring it. What a great simple solution. So I thought, well, I'll steal that idea. So here's prototype one. I'll just show it to you, hang on. Should have unrolled it before this. So, essentially, it's just a rug. And as you can see there, hey, 3D TV. As you can see there, it sits like that, of course. The hoop, not real bass drum hoop, sits against the edge there and it's not going anywhere. Mat's rolled out at the other side, my stool's on it. This isn't travelling. However, I did think after a few shows, I'll just do my little demo here again, if that hoop is sitting against this edge all the time and every time I'm hitting the beater, it's sitting there, the top of the hoop will be pulled. And I'm sort of thinking, well, over time, that really can't be all that good for the screws on my tension rods. Sorry, distracted there. So, had a bit of a think about it and I thought, well, what is it that I can really do? Obvious solution, really. So bass drum legs that are made to take the impact. So, I remodeled it with smaller pieces of wood and, whoa, another piece of carpet that I should have pre-unrolled before this. Same idea, long mat, bass drum at one end, stool on top of the other end, nothing's going anywhere, but with a difference. So this time, little flappy there, just like that of course. This time, I've just got a small piece of wood put in on either side of the mat and nothing in the middle. So the bass drum sits free and the legs of the bass drum are are resting against the side there of the my bass drum holder. Mat's rolled out the back, stool's on top of it, I'm on top of the stool, nothing's moving anywhere. It's a really simple solution. Now, for your DIYers, really all I did, as you can see, it's a small block of wood, it's slightly, well, it's big enough to hold the leg of the bass drum and a little bit more. And I've just glued it on, essentially. Just a bit of contact cement, three sides, squashed it all down, and at the end there I painted a bit of black, just so it hides a bit better on stage. And just put a couple of screws there just in case, and that's it. It's that easy to make. Yeah, so if you're looking for a solution that's going to work and you can make yourself with a scrap bit of timber and an off-cut length of carpet, this might be a trick for you to try. I hope you find this idea a really useful idea, and if you did like it, don't forget, subscribe, like the video. If you've got any comments or any other ideas about what we could do to improve this idea, or any other ideas about how we can lock our bass drums in, please let's share them in the comments below. And last of all, that little Liberty Bell that's sitting on the side there, hit it with a great big stick and make it ring. Alright, this is Bob out.